Hey everybody, it's Jay Ball, Blue Jays Outdoors. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I am really excited today because this video that I'm making is all about safety. So whether you're in the early part of the ice season fishing or late ice fishing safety, hands down, priority number one. So what I want to do with this video, this is going to be a two-part video series. This first video is going to be all about the safety equipment that I have. You're gonna want some ice picks. I got a float suit, we got a spud. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down for you everything that I have with me when I'm ice fishing, especially early ice, but especially as we get late into the season, you know, late March, maybe even into early April. This is stuff you gotta have. And the first piece of equipment, I was kind of debating this on the way here, which is the most important, and hands down my most important piece of safety equipment is some sort of ice pick. These are the Frabble ice picks. These ones go around your neck. They got these retractable plastic sleeves, and these, you got to have these. These are probably like, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 bucks online. They're not really that expensive, but you have to keep them around your neck at all times. They do you no good sitting in your bucket if you break through the ice. So hands down, one of the most important pieces of safety equipment, especially early ice, is some sort of ice pick. Also a spud. You've got to have a spud with you when you're out on early ice and even late ice. I'll stop carrying the spud with me probably about midway through the season. You know, when we get about 8-10 inches of ice, I'll stop carrying it. But it's really going to be important to make sure you're checking the ice on the way out, which the next video I make will be about that. Outdoor Conquest did a really good job talking about how hard you need to be spudding. I'll leave a link to his video up here in one of these corners so you guys can check that out. But he did a really good job explaining the importance of spudding your way out. I'll show you guys how I do that, but you got to have some sort of spud with you. Might look kind of funny, kind of silly, but if you fall through the ice, you want to have this be able to catch you on the top, so it kind of distributes your weight across the ice. And then once you get, you know, kind of positioned, you can take your spikes and you can spike yourself out. So I'll show you guys all that while I'm out actually walking on the ice. So two important pieces: you got to have some sort of ice spikes, some sort of spud. Something also too that's important to have, which I don't see a lot of people talk about. My buddy Brandon Stanton actually turned me onto this, but some sort of throw rope, some sort of safety rope. And what I'll do is I'll leave a link to all this stuff in the link to this video so you guys can take it. You guys can check it out. But some sort of throw rope, especially if you're with, you know, either by yourself or with a group of people. I'd rather have a rope and not need it than need it and not have it. Some sort of safety rope. This is a Scotty safety rope. It's floating. It's got this bag right here that holds all the string in it, and it's got a tie-off point here. So you want some sort of safety rope for sure. Might seem like kind of like common sense, but slip and falls are also very common. So something you also want is a good set of ice cleats. So these are the HT ice cleats. I picked these up at the end of the season from my local Meijer, probably, I don't know, getting 15, 20, 25 bucks. I got 2 pair of them. I usually wear out a pair per season, and it's just because of the straps of the dry rot. So some sort of slip and fall protection. Another piece of equipment that I think a lot of people don't think they can afford, or that's important to have, is some sort of float suit. So I actually have this clam float suit. I picked this up last year. And guys, I know these are expensive dollar wise, but if you think about it, it's a very inexpensive investment to save your life. If you fall through the ice, especially with a pair of Carhartt bibs on or some sort of heavy winter coat, you're gonna sink. And the last thing you want to do is chance it. So some sort of float suit, or worst case scenario, wear a life jacket. Okay, you guys see me wearing this life jacket right here. I just brought this out here for kind of a visual reference, but some sort of life jacket. I've even seen guys wear their inflatable life jackets, which is totally fine, but something to help keep you buoyant if you just happen to fall through. So if you got to wear a life jacket, hey, wear a life jacket. And guess what? These things actually block the wind pretty good. I'm actually kind of sweating right here right now. So I think that's about it for safety equipment. I'm gonna go check the ice. I haven't been out here yet. I see there's maybe a couple holes been drilled here. People have probably been out here yesterday or the day before, which is totally fine, but unfortunately the weather's gonna warm up and we're gonna lose quite a bit of ice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this really short and quick safety video. Again, ice safety is by far the most important thing to remember, especially in the early part of the season or late part of the season. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions for safety equipment that I should probably have with me, let me know. I'd love to add them, and I can even talk about those other safety pieces of equipment as well in future videos. So again, thank you so much for all the support. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks, and we'll catch you on the ice here shortly. Let's go.